so. Well, I mean, I think it's just we should say off the bat, like, inaugural Rejects podcast from beautiful Newport, Kentucky, on the banks of the Ohio River, across from Cincinnati. Of course. They hate us because we're good at nothing and great at everything type shit. You know what I mean?
Something like that.
Hey, so we're out here. What's it about?
Everything and nothing.
That's pretty much. I mean, like whatever's going on, like we'll talk about it. You know?
Yeah, we're here. We're out here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go outside the bounds.
We're live.
Yeah.
Outside the bounds. So
Spicy.
I mean, we should probably start. Just looking at this list, we should probably start with like all is one. Like the inauguration. Where are we as a country? All this, I think there's something in there about, people bothering you at the gas station and why won't you let go? That happened to me the other day.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let go, Trump supporters.
Yes.
Like, and then at the same time, we got riots out in Seattle. There's a lot going on right now. So did you guys watch the inauguration?
I was at work, so pretty much for me, I walked outside for a little bit, sucked down a heater. And then, caught a clip of it on CNN,
So no.
right?
Yeah, not really.
I not watched the whole thing. No, people got to work. That's why I was not at the Capitol that week when everybody rushed the damn building. I had to work.
Were you planning on going?
It's worth
You would have.
mentioning that Dewey's does not let you put anything on other than sports, so you really couldn't watch the inauguration.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Especially if it's ESPN, that now they're moving away from anything political. They've gotten rid of all their people, so I guess it's the safest bet to not upset anybody.
You say ESPN's moving away from political stuff?
Yeah, because Levitard's gone now.
I
never paid attention.
Yeah, they're on their own thing. They're setting up their own media company.
That's crazy.
So they're going to be like Bill Simmons,
Been there.
who also created a stink, and now he's gone. So they're trying to be as vanilla and generic as possible. So I'm actually kind of cool with Levitard doing their own thing. Granted, their first stab at freedom, they like to cuss a lot and say weird shit that they didn't need to, but
Yeah, well, it's fun to cuss.
it is fun to cuss.
I feel like
Dude, have you seen the fucking Netflix thing about curse words, by the way?
No.
So they dissect the origins of curse words and stuff like that. They also found that if you're in pain, being able to say a curse word.
Fuck!
Yes. People were putting their hands in fucking ice water. They were allowed to go longer because it's a way to I think they did it with karate too. If you can scream out, if you can get the energy out in some way, then you can do harder things.
I thought that's what sports were.
Yeah.
You hit a guy, you knock the fuck out of him.
So
So here's
It's a war cry. It's called a battle cry.
This
isn't new.
Yeah.
You just let out a good, clean fuck.
Yeah, fuck, shit, fuck, this fucking hurts, fuck.
You can go longer.
On the other side, if you're this hurts and I'm not allowed to say any of that stuff, oh, darn, man.
Oh man, maybe that was Philip Rivers' problem the whole fucking time.
He's too much of a bitch.
Yeah, he didn't cuss enough. He did
Philip
not cuss
Rivers
enough.
has been too much of a bitch to win championships.
Period.
Tom Brady, he's saying fuck on the fucking sidelines all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
There's a whole
Out.
sound clip on YouTube of him fucking saying fuck.
To that point,
You can see it.
dude, to that point, there is a clip of Matt Ryan saying, get fucking set, and it's picked up on mics. They haven't won shit, so,
Yeah, but I don't believe Matt Ryan.
You don't believe Matt Ryan?
No, I believe Tom
Oh.
Brady.
Yes.
I believe it. The
Yes.
believability is there for me for Brady.
I feel like, I feel
Matt
like,
Ryan, just look at him.
Yeah.
He read it in one of Brady's books he wrote. Oh, this is what I should do now.
I am cussing.
I want to point out that the question was did you watch the inauguration? And
This is where it should go. This is where it should go.
Matt Ryan's a bitch.
Phil
Phil Rivers a bitch. And Matt Ryan's a bitch.
This is why you have the biggest collapse in a Super Bowl ever.
Well,
Congratulations.
Honestly, where we're at as a country right now, I feel like the Super Bowl after Janet Jackson's nipple came out. Right now, we need to go back to vanilla. We're bringing in Tom Petty. You know what I mean?
Is it by the weekend?
Tom Petty's dead.
No, I'm just saying, right after that Janet Jackson
after,
nipple,
is that what I just saw?
Right.
There was kind of a. Is that
But
what
I
just
remember
saw?
the next year, right? Who's going to be in the Super Bowl next year? It was Tom Petty's old ass is up there. They're there's no way Tom Petty's going to whip out a nipple. Right now, America is that all right, we don't need
We need Tom Petty.
We fucking need somebody who's going to go buy the grain right now. We don't need somebody getting on Twitter at 3 o'clock in the morning saying fuck this and
Wait a
fuck
minute.
that.
Are you saying Joe Biden? I agree with that.
Right?
Twitter's definitely a problem for that orange man.
Yeah.
I think the position in general, we don't need a
But are you-
Twitter presence from the position.
That's what I'm saying. Like right
I mean,
now,
why?
I don't
why?
even have a Twitter, so I'm like,
I don't know what that's about.
never
I
had
never
Twitter, deleted the Facebook, deleted the Instagram. Now I'm
Yes.
just on Snapchat harassing
When I
women.
started
What, like-minded
Tawny,
men,
You know, as you do.
Hey, we're doing this. And we're putting out stuff on
Honestly,
YouTube.
Instagram
and-
is more
yeah, shit
YouTube
like
for
that.
me now anyways. I'm just
Yeah.
watching fucking golf videos and baseball and sports, and then like, oh, somebody fucking split their nuts when they were fucking, I don't know, skateboarding.
I'll tell you
or
what the
something,
problem
you know?
was. I was seeing too many unsolicited titties on Instagram. I had to get off there.
Well,
Unsolicited.
it happens.
They were
Yeah.
unsolicited. I'm just trying to enjoy, see what
Do you
everybody's
prefer your
up to.
titties solicited?
I would like to solicit my titties. Yeah.
You want to be
I was
involved
just
in the
curious.
distribution
I would like
of
to.
your titties?
I don't
Can
want
we
to
get
just
an
be
agreement
scrolling.
from the table?
You're just scrolling
Unsolicited
at
or solicited titties?
Depends on who they come
Preference.
from.
Josh,
I don't
why
know.
are you sweating so bad?
I'm nervous.
No!
Do you want a
It's my
fan?
first time on camera. I told you. I gotta get drunk so I forget about the
Maybe
camera.
it's the
Fuck
hook.
you guys.
If you can drop the head
Is it
warmer.
noticeable?
You want some
Yeah,
digital?
yeah, like-
This is
You're
gonna
good.
I
pick
think
this
you
up.
need
You're
some
good.
digital to balance it out.
There you go.
You need some digital.
I had these underneath the table. You know what?
I'd say pull that down.
All
though.
digital.
You know, like,
It's part of my polar
It's the
bear
future.
thing I'm doing.
okay.
I'm being a bear man right now,
I was
right?
gonna say let it ventilate, but you know.
You know what? Fuck it, right?
All right.
You look good, man.
Fuck it.
If you want to dab yourself up, we can edit this out.
Oh man, fuck, dude.
Should probably stop clicking things.
I don't want to.
but,
I want
you
to
know.
edit out anything.
Who, me?
Yeah, me.
I'm doing it
the same
too.
thing,
We're all
you
like
know?
ready to fucking
I'm over
go,
here.
and we're not even on topic, but we're like.
I'm glad we're not.
In my goddamn bear suit, drinking.
All right,
bourbon.
so Jay, did you watch the inauguration?
No, I was working.
Jesse, I know you watched the
I
inauguration.
did watch the inauguration.
But were you at
I
work?
was
What did you?
working.
I want to know.
Ah,
I want to know what
very
you
nice.
felt when you watched it. I want to know what it meant to you. I want to know if we got to fix your mic stand right now.
It's the sidebar.
Sorry.
That one.
It's, new professionals.
Come on now.
So tell me about the inauguration. Tell me about
No,
your
stop.
feelings watching it, because I feel like you had some strong emotions when you watched it.
I did. I thought, first off, this was the first inauguration I ever watched because usually I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Period. Don't care.
Yeah.
This one was
Same.
different. This one was so different. This is the first time a lady is stepping in.
I think the lady
As
thing
vice
is a
president.
distinction because people are like
It's 100%
the first
a
black woman. I'm like, yeah,
Do you
she's
like
black.
How he talked over me as a lady when I'm talking about.
He's gonna mansplain.
Well, that's what
He's gonna
happens.
mansplain what it meant for you.
But it's not your turn, white man.
It's important. We can't talk about the audacity white men have now after all of everything that happened last year.
oh,
But that's
yeah,
really our
there's a lot of
topic.
that. Yeah,
I didn't mean to
but-
shut you down, but
They-
it needed to happen.
Me? I need to get shut down? I was agreeing with you that
Yeah.
the woman thing is the more important aspect.
Yeah.
We had a black guy in the presidency.
The
We've
rep-
never had a woman VP or PD.
No, and the
Yeah.
representation of female powerhouses was there at the inauguration. I thought it was super cool that Lady Gaga was there. I also don't know why J-Lo is on like everything now.
She's got to be a robot.
I think so.
She just keeps getting
There's-
better with time.
I think it's
Like,
something to do
Like,
with her
half-
and Alex Rodriguez. Now they're like asserting
Right.
themselves as
Power
like
couple,
the
yeah.
media power.
I mean,
couple
I've
or something.
always, like,
But J-Lo's kind of been in that space for a while now. Like
that's
been
what I
her-
was going to say.
It's been her career more than music. Is like, let me be the
Yeah.
the Ben Affleck thing or the I don't know, like the way that they.
Well, her and all
I don't
her
know what I'm
couples,
saying,
you're
but
right,
anyways.
though. She's
Yeah.
always an item. Her and Diddy, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Her and Affleck.
Oh,
think.
Her and Affleck,
J-Lo
it's a
and
thing.
Diddy.
Her and, what's his name?
Didn't they
Mark?
almost get shut up in a
Mark,
club once?
Oh,
Mark Anthony.
yeah,
Mark
Mark
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah.
It's a thing.
Wow, I forgot about all this.
yes.
Again, how'd you feel about the inauguration? It's like J-Lo and Mark Anthony. Like,
But it was interesting for her to show up because I don't know what she had to do with
I don't know.
any of it. But
She
you know,
sang
I think she
the
probably just got a good
na-
agent.
Wait,
I thought
she sang,
Lady Gaga did that. right?
Gaga did the national anthem, right?
Yeah.
But then everyone was
Wait,
talking
what
about
did she sing?
the young lady
It was
that
very
did
forgettable
the
for me.
poem.
I was like, oh my
Well,
gosh.
nobody-
You
Yeah.
just said it was
Again.
momentous. How was it forgettable?
No, it was momentous that the representation of female powerhouses was there.
That
but
was-
I was
yeah.
like, oh fuck, J-Lo's singing again. I fucking saw this bitch at halftime.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, at
Last
the end of
year
the
in the
day,
Super Bowl,
Well,
I
and
saw
she
her
just-
New Year's
New
Eve.
Year's.
yeah.
That's what
She
I'm
just played
saying.
New
I
Year's.
was like,
Right?
what? Like, who keeps hiring her to do these things when they're all terrible?
She's amazing.
I take
right?
that back. The halftime show was dope.
No, she's
But the
amazing,
New
but the
Year's
bitch
Eve-
cannot
kinda
sing.
like-
All right,
I
let's
kinda
be
like
real. all right?
Shakira.
J-Lo?
J-Lo can't
Maybe
sing
a
for
little
shit.
bit more,
She's auto-tune
but,
tracks.
you
Does,
know,
Right?
does she bring the people together? Like,
Unity?
I don't,
She probably doesn't say no. Is my thing.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
That's
will
what I
you
mean.
do this
She-
large
she's got a good
performance on
agent.
She's like the
television?
Samuel L. Jackson of like, like he'll do anything. Like he has some good pieces, but you'll see Samuel L. pop up where you're like, what the fuck is he doing?
A shark ate me.
He's making
Right?
money.
A shark
fucking
ate me.
shark ate me. It'll get you drunk. Anyways.
Hell yeah. So, Powerful. Didn't watch it. Didn't watch it.
But I
I
heard,
I
the
watched
one
some
that-
YouTube
clips.
people break down and clips a little, but I can't get into it. But like you said, like I never get into it. I never
No.
watched the
Well,
inauguration.
the two
Don't
things
care.
that made it to
I
me
saw
were
Obama's.
Bernie Sanders meme and the young lady that did a poem who like had more poise and presence as a young
That was
person.
beautiful.
She's like the kind of like how AOC was early on. They're like, she's fucking what, 26 or something like that. And
What was
like,
great was
yeah.
the reporter after kind of recapping the inauguration and then all the the performances that happened on the inauguration. They were like, yeah, Lady Gaga. She was like, Lady Gaga was amazing. J-Lo was amazing. The girl that read the poem. I was like,
The girl-
damn, dude, you didn't even know her name. Like, you
You know,
you're a reporter. Like, you need the facts, right? Like,
Reporters.
Yeah.
what?
yeah.
Like,
Lead with the
oh,
headlines
the
and then-
one black kid, the
Yeah,
one black
some
girl
chick.
that read the.
she
the
did a
poem.
rhyming thing. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
gotta
Like,
say that she
spoken
did
word.
good. You gotta say that. Even if she did bad, you have to say that she did good.
I don't know if that was.
I didn't
slam
watch it, but I'm
poetry.
like, it's true. It's like if
Wait,
you don't.
it was not bad. It was very beautiful.
I didn't watch. I'm sure
Like,
it's
were there
great.
multiple poems? Like, was it just one poem?
So I follow
Just one poem.
Leslie Jones.
One poem per
right?
black.
Leslie
Yeah.
Jones
I
on
wasn't sure
Instagram.
if there
She's
was like-
awesome.
yeah, like,
She
there
was
was like-
loving
Can't
every
give y'all
minute
too
of
much
it.
now.
I told
Right?
Josh, she was starting to look like Leslie Jones a little bit the other day.
He was.
He's like, babe, you need to get a haircut. You start to look like Leslie Jones.
Hey, maybe you can host Supermarket Sweep. You know, get them turkeys.
Right? I'll take out the size like she
Is
did.
that what's
yeah?
happening on like daytime or nighttime TV? Is that what's happening on broadcast TV right now?
Supermarket Sweep.
Oh
Leslie
yeah.
Jones?
Well, and it's,
Amazing. I love it. I've seen every
yeah.
episode.
Who doesn't love that show?
I'm so
But-
She's the
unplugged on
best.
everything.
I mean, I
happening.
don't watch anything live, but like I see her clips,
on Hulu,
and I
right?
remember
Hulu.
like back in the day, like
got Hulu.
everyone had their strategy, like you gotta get those 5 turkeys because they're like big dollar items. But then what else can you get? Don't
I'm
buy
going
toilet
straight
paper.
for the expensive ass spices. That's what I'm going
I ain't
for.
never seen nobody
I'm
do
getting
that.
truffles.
Everyone gets the big stuff. Did they even have truffles? But I
I
mean,
don't know.
I would.
What
you
you
know.
get? If you're on Supermarket Sweep, what's the first item you're getting?
I don't even
It's
know how
always
it works.
turkey. It's always turkey.
Expensive item.
It's always turkey. Everyone's like, I need a ham. I need a turkey. Big cuts of meat.
It's so true.
Because it's one basket. Because then you got to fill up something else.
Yeah.
You know. So like, let me get these big fat butterball 20 pounders
getting
out of
top
the
But
way.
is it like old school market?
Would be nice. Yeah.
Is it old school market? Is it like
Saffron.
modern day Kroger?
Saffron.
Because I feel like
Yes.
in modern day Kroger, there's like fucking
Madagascar
so many
vanilla
wines
beans.
there now. Like you have like wines and Kroger,
True
right?
vanilla.
Yeah.
Like I'll go through the wines, right? You get to the
Yeah.
wine bin. Like, do you get to keep the stuff that
I don't think they have
you put in your
alcohol.
cart
Nah, I didn't. I don't remember.
at the end of the
alcohol
show?
being
Do you
part
get
of
to
the
take that stuff home?
I don't think so.
I think that should be part of your contract.
You're just trying to get some free Old Crow and wine.
trying to figure it out. I'm trying to sleep.
I'm gonna get you some
There-
mixed
there was a-
nuts
there was a
and
max of
Pro.
I don't care if I win. Just let me take the cart home. Like,
yeah.
at least.
I believe the rules were.
Josh, the time is up. I'm like still in there.
Nah, I got a few
All
more
you-
things.
all
I guess
you
I'm
have-
lost.
Cart full of Chef Boyardee and SpaghettiOs.
Yeah. There was a max of 5 per item, so your Old Crow wouldn't really do it. Now we got like what, $40? That ain't gonna get you to a big total.
Well,
you
get
know?
me to
So-
where I need to be. You know what I'm talking
Yep, 5 of those. Now you're at $45.
I think we need an obligatory pause to dab Josh's forehead.
No, I love his
What's wrong with
forehead.
Josh's
I
forehead?
like your forehead the way it is.
about? That's how I am.
Yeah, you look good.
But it's like the cut-in scene where it's like Josh is dabbing his forehead. And back to the show.
And back
You know
to
what?
the
You know
show.
what? God damn it. There we go. All right.
I like it. It's
We should
nice.
get a close up
Yeah.
next time.
I'm
Next
just trying to get you sponsored by Kleenex or something.
or
Or some
Milwaukee's best.
antiperspirant, you know. Well,
Or
a
Old
forehead
Crow. Old
roll-on.
Crow. We got your guy right
All
here.
right.
Yo,
For
who's advocating for you, Old Crow?
For those of you who don't know, right?
Another
This is,
guy.
all
Inside
Look
your
right there.
forehead.
Right, right.
Tell Old Crow right
right. This is my wife, first off, all right? So that's why she talks to me this way, okay? I'm a tough guy, all right?
Maybe the polar bear was a bad choice.
You take the polar bear
Most
off.
certainly talk to
I
you
can't.
this
I
way
ain't
if you
got
weren't
nothing
my
underneath it.
husband.
He naked.
I'm completely naked.
Mm.
Like, I don't even have pants. That's why I had to pull so far up to the table.
Under my clothes, I'm completely.
Yeah, it's disturbing from this angle.
Right?
No pants.
Beautiful. You know, so the supermarket sweep kind of brought us naturally to something on here, which is, what is it? What is
Treat of
your
the week.
what? What'd you say?
Treat of the week.
Treat of the week. Yeah, something you treat yourself. Oh no, I was thinking your latest escape, the one after that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
My latest escape kind of gets me into my treat of the week, though.
Hey,
Oh.
me too,
So,
buddy.
Dude, I got into
Internet porn.
Yes. All
Wait, hold
day.
on. There's porn on the internet?
Oh,
That's what I hear.
it's out there.
And I think you can see all sorts of things. However you like it.
I've seen them.
It's
Yeah.
funny.
I want to hear about Jay's.
I think it's
most
funny that
recent
people
outlet.
pay for porn.
So it's this show on, I caught it on Hulu.
lonely.
Forged in Fire. It's been on for a
Oh
while.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
Josh
yeah.
used to watch that.
Yeah, so it's like the knife making Chopped or whatever. I got so into it. This
Some
is,
of those
this
people
is
are
what
fucking idiots.
I know. They suck.
Like this is gonna chop through the fucking rock.
And it breaks. Every time something breaks, I'm like, why are you all even fucking trying this shit? How did it not come back and stab you and you're not like not using your limbs anymore?
I like their backstories,
Yeah.
Those are better.
their outfits. They're dead fucking serious.
Everyone loves the kilt for some reason. They're like
know.
free
Kilts are
balling it
dope.
or whatever. But I bought myself a knife. And I haven't bought a chef's knife in
Wait,
like...
you bought a knife after you started watching?
Yes.
Oh
I
my
got
God.
back into
Okay.
chef's knives.
Okay.
So I bought this Mac knife, and I always wanted to like buy a Mac knife when I was buying knives
So
a long time ago.
what's a Mac knife? I'm not.
So it's a
I'm not
brand. It's like a
familiar.
Was it from
Japanese
Apple?
branded knife, MAC. And I got a 7 1/4 inch chef's knife. I saw it on Amazon. It was like $60, which is not bad. But like
He
the
likes
whole
them
reason,
long.
dude, the whole reason I like maxed out like a PayPal credit balance and a credit card was when I was buying knives like crazy. All the knives I still fucking have. So I bought this and I felt like that addiction like raise up. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking do this. And I have never had so much fun cutting a fucking onion. It was, and I was like, then I also was like sharpening my knives on my stone because I need them to be sharper. And then I realized I suck at sharpening knives. I got this thing brand new and was like,
Don't let Ron play with your knife.
zero.
I know. I'm over here
resistance.
literally
Yeah.
rubbing it out. I have
Yeah.
PTSD. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm literally just like,
Ron almost
I was-
killed
I
himself
was
last
cutting-
week.
I'm gonna cut the pictures in so people,
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know what we're talking about right now. But
yeah.
I cut my finger off.
Any kind of finger.
I was cutting through a pepper and stabbed my finger, and it like was so sharp that it closed immediately and didn't bleed. And I was like,
Sounds like a
Wait, what?
lightsaber.
yeah,
That's a lightsaber, isn't
I
it?
stabbed my pinky,
Pretty
and
sure.
it didn't bleed, and it doesn't hurt, and the wound
All right,
closed.
stab me.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
won't.
I want to try it.
Just take the rest of it off.
No,
Just from
Make
the
it not
crease.
hurt no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Just make
It
it not hurt.
does, dude.
But
It
hey-
hasn't hurt the whole time. And then today I wake up throbbing. Just, I'm over it. I'm over all day. It's just been throbbing. It's not
That's
even the
about
wound.
another
It's the
vendor.
rest of the finger.
Did you take the ibuprofen that
I didn't. We've had a busy day.
we had a busy day. Ron
So
and I
far.
started out this morning getting ready. You know what I mean?
Sliding all over the goddamn road.
I know.
In
Yeah,
my,
I still
my
do that.
car that's made out of garbage.
Maybe this might be our entertainment outlet
hold on.
that we are going to start to enjoy over the
This
next
is how
couple
far
weeks.
this has gone, though. I signed up for a knife making class in Springfield Township.
When?
Like
Look
now,
how
a week
excited
ago.
he is.
Like, while we're
Look
all
at
still
his
here at the
legs are
table,
fucking
like,
bouncing
Through
up and
Arts
down.
Connect, it's $180 for a 4-week class,
Fucking nerd.
and I will make a knife.
So what you're saying is,
I'm gonna make a knife.
what you're saying is the knife addiction is back.
Oh, it's way back. But I have to fucking keep it in
I
check.
don't know if
I'm
I've ever had
impulsive.
an addiction
You're,
like this.
you're impulse buying
Oh,
knives
it's
on a
terrible.
regular basis.
Hold on. Can part 3 of this story be you go on the fucking show?
It doesn't start until May, but yes.
well, we train till May. Right? You need time. You're not ready now.
Yeah.
Right? You see?
I say we set up
on
a fucking a knife obstacle course
Jay,
on
when
this
you-
side of your house.
Oh, believe me, I started thinking
I'm
about
sure you-
building a forge in my garage. I was like, that's a perfect space. I'll just clear it all out. Nothing will burn. You know?
Bro, if you get a forge in your garage, I'm coming and hanging out.
I was like, I'll just start banging these out. I've seen people using coal forges. I'm like, I could totally make this. I fucking grow shit. I've been making beer for years. I'm going to start making wine. Why
Jay's
not make my
online
own
dating
knives?
profile just
Dude.
got very interesting.
Well, straight up, I can come down and finally, like, build my axes, right? I
we
want to
build
throw
axes.
axes, right? I'll start making axes, throw them on the side yard. You know?
Instead of Jason holding a fish up in his profile picture, just him with a knife.
Right?
Like, come on, ladies. Like,
Let's go to my basement.
you're gonna die.
That has definitely not gone over well. I like got excited and was like, "Look at all my knives! Aren't they awesome?" And they're like, "What is this?
so
Yeah.
Why are you
have-
showing
like,
me
I'm just
pictures?"
thinking
I
about
know.
Right.
coming
You
over to your
you have been
house,
showing
like,
online women your knives.
That's like years ago.
I fucking told you.
Years ago, I learned the lesson. But
Yeah, like don't
years
come
ago.
off as a serial killer.
Yeah, no
To
doubt.
People you're trying to.
I
impress
was
with.
sharing a passion, and they were like, "I'm already skeptical of guys, and now he's showing me all the things he's gonna kill me with."
Do you like how I already knew where that was going?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think that's sweet. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
I didn't even
I've
know
ever
that stuff
been
was
sorry. I realized I
available.
touched
that
on it.
passionate
We're good,
about
we're good.
something.
All right, man.
Well,
I know what's happening.
I
It's
just
time to
did
get
a quick
digital.
search and I saw
It's digital.
something
You gotta-
which is not that far away,
Yeah.
and it was. I've been thinking about like, wouldn't it be cool to like get into a class or get into something else that was extracurricular in like the lifespan? You know, like in college, you do these things just because they're always there.
Right.
But in life,
accessible.
like, who really goes to a soup kitchen or goes and does fucking community garden shit or whatever else? I was like, none of those things mean anything to me. But like, if can I go make a knife? Fuck, I love knives. You know.
I like how you. You had, like, man, who goes to a soup kitchen or like a community garden? I'm gonna make a fucking knife. Like,
Well,
like those
my
Italians.
thing was, I was like, I should do
I
more.
mean,
I should
like
find a
a
way to
hobby or
like
something.
meet other people and do things and whatever. And I
Yeah.
always thought that like charitable efforts were the way to go.
Yeah.
And then it
So you
turns
realize
out
they were-
it was knives. The
Well,
whole
there's
time.
only like 6 people allowed in the class, and I guarantee they're gonna be all dudes. But you know,
Oh
still.
yeah. Well, I
But then they also offer a
Companionship is
class for making
companionship.
cutting
Yeah.
boards.
Yeah, right?
So I can make a cutting board.
Man
I can
making
make a
knives.
hatchet.
maybe you meet a nice man. I don't know.
Maybe
Like,
he's got a nice beard.
First off, if you meet another guy, you better fucking tell me, all right? I want to know who the fuck you're hanging out with, all right? Like,
Well, I do.
You
think
right?
that's
Like,
Oh, so
interesting,
you're gonna
like-
hang out with Jeff from your knife class again?
Right.
Fuck off, man.
I think we can all agree that like we haven't like last year really made you think outside the box when it comes to entertaining yourselves. It's not like we were going to bars and
Yeah.
like
Oh, those- yeah.
they were fucking
Filler,
closed.
a lot of filler.
So like you
I went to a
really
couple
had to
bars.
figure
I go-
out like, hey, what do I like? What am I gonna do? Like, I don't want. I need something.
Yeah.
I'm almost
And
30. I need to move home. I need to change my whole life.
Bars are
unfortunately,
life's
going and getting
filler,
blackout
yeah.
drunk at bars. Like, I just got blackout drunk at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and,
yeah.
and you know, I needed something else to do.
Yes.
And
So-
I'm trying to
Same.
figure that out myself right now. Actually.
So what's your latest escape? You know, before Jay kills us all with his knives.
yeah,
We know Jay's escape is in the basement right now.
There's chains and whips down there, I'll tell you. So
I'm sure there are. You're a creep.
honestly, that joke has not gone over well. It's gone over equally as well as a picture of knives. Like, hey, I got my dungeon downstairs. That's where I
Yeah,
keep 'em
Jay.
all.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I'm sorry,
What-
you
yeah.
make this joke to ladies.
Yeah.
But
on
he's
first
trying to-
date?
On the first,
No, not
have
a first date.
Second date.
No, not even that.
Yeah,
they're
on
already
mine.
Texting through an app. I think it's funny,
he
and
makes
they
that
don't.
joke when
you know
you
what
get the
I'm
third
saying?
step down. The third step down is what Jason
They-
Jay's here like
We need an intervention.
3 sheets to the wind, like
I
by
wanna-
himself
I wanna
with
help
puppy.
you. I
Like
volunteer.
he's in like Krinko mode, full on Goblin King.
Yeah.
By himself, like texting ladies about his
It's
dungeon,
funny.
his fucking
Actually,
knives.
it's not funny.
He's like, well,
It's,
why didn't that work?
Knives.
It's painfully predictable how many people are like, I don't find that funny. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Well,
that means
people
they're
look at
boring, right? People are boring.
So
That's
we,
most
so we
people I
aren't
meet,
for rape
right?
culture.
Like-
No, but
We're
I
pro
think
rape.
that if we can joke around having a dungeon, which
Yes.
obviously to me is not truthful,
Yeah.
then maybe like I find my friend. But you
I
know,
think you can joke
Honestly,
around
Jay,
about having a dungeon.
his-
It's maybe
his-
not like first impression.
oh, it's not the
Like,
first.
It's a joke.
It's usually like the third
Is it?
message.
Is it? Have you ever been down there?
I've been down there twice.
What's down there?
down there? I
It's-
went one time because we had to kill some,
not
some
that
gnats
fun.
because we were playing Madden all week and we'd have beer piled
And
up
there were
down
gnats?
There. We had to get rid of the gnats one time.
All right.
Yeah.
No human females chained up down there.
No,
Not
there's
that, I'm allowed to talk about on camera.
so there is a room.
Fair enough.
I signed a contract.
There's
He didn't tell us about what he did the second time.
There's a braided off section that's going to be my wine cellar because I can make shelves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's dark, so it doesn't have light come in, which affects beer and all that stuff. I also know that having a dark dungeon sounds dangerous, but But then it just leads into the garage that's
You
underneath
seem
the
to be
house.
very self-aware of these things.
I
but aren't
am. I
necessarily
totally-
taking action to.
Where are the bodies?
There's a
They're-
garden
they're-
out
yeah,
back.
he's using
And
it
I've got
to,
I've got a compost
for
pile,
nutrients
you
for
know?
his hops.
That's
Yeah,
why the
yeah.
hops grew so well this year.
Yes.
The hops.
And there's a second entry through the basement, but he says it's locked and he can't go
Her
through
name
there.
was Carol. And
Thank God. One less
And
Carol in the world.
she tastes delicious in my beer.
If he only picked the Karen,
The
everybody
Carol
would be behind
notes.
him.
The Carol notes in this ale.
oh,
Carol Baskins.
yeah.
All
Man.
right, how about that guy right now?
What?
Right, he thought for damn sure that Trump was going to give him that pardon before he left
He's
office.
too gay for that.
Right?
That's what he said.
That
you
right
know?
there, like, you can picture him that night where he realized like he was not part of the 173 guys that got, you know what I mean? They got their pardon. Like he's like, Lil Wayne got a pardon. Fucking Chief Keef or whatever his fucking name is.
You know what Lil Wayne
Kodak
That
Black,
shit I
dude.
don't
You know what I mean? Like-
You know what Lil Wayne did? Lil Wayne came out. It was like, yeah, Trump's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And that's why he got a pardon.
Yeah.
You know what I
He
mean?
helped him
Because
out.
like he helped Trump out one time, even though Trump lost, and that's why he got a pardon.
Lil Wayne
Joe
sucked that
Exotic,
back dick.
you ain't did shit. I don't think Lil Wayne's got back dick, to be
I'm
honest.
saying he sucked that back dick to
oh,
get a pardon.
there's a lot of back dick
I
in
bet
Trump.
Donald Trump has a shit ton of back
Dude,
dick.
Right?
it's
Yeah.
mostly
I bet it's
back
massive.
dick.
Yeah.
It's
It's
mostly
a lot of
back
back
dick at this
You
point.
pretty much have a head,
Massive.
and the rest is just you see the head, and
7
the rest
inches
is all
of
The
back
head
dick.
actually
back
looks
dick.
like his face.
Yeah.
And then the rest is just
Right?
back dick.
Right? Has a little bit
It's
of
got
black
like
hair
the
on
pubes,
top.
his little hair. Yeah.
Right? Maybe a little glitter. Oh no.
God, I just got like
Little-
the best picture.
Oh
Like,
man.
Of Trump's back dick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's magnificent. It's gonna be terrific. It's gonna be perfect. Right?
It's the best back dick you've ever seen.
You've ever
honestly.
seen, right?
Nobody's-
has back dick like me.
Nobody has back dick like me.
The best back dick.
I honestly invented
It goes
all
so
the back
long,
dicks.
so long.
It's
So long.
the longest.
It's in the back, but it's so
The
long.
most glorious. Honestly, the back dick king told me that my back dick was better than his.
Next show, Jess has to make that into a Trump-looking thing. Wherever she got to go there, he's having
Oh,
go over
yikes.
to the
Oh,
side.
did the Leslie Jones joke hit hard?
Oh no,
Jessica
that would be
Trump?
funny. It would not be funny.
Josh Jones, Jessica Trump.
Josh Jones.
Is
This
there
is
a
what
Mike
happens
Jones?
when two J-Stos come at each other.
Who?
What's your entertainment outlet lately?
Yeah, what's your
Hey,
fucking
Stu?
shit, bro?
Oh man, you know how I be doing it. For me, honestly, like on my off days, I usually wake up a little bit earlier, or even when I do wake up a little bit late because I was up till like 5 in the morning doing whatever. I usually go to Luckman's Coffee, give me a 5-shot espresso, and then drive through the back hills of Anderson. Like straight up, just try to get lost back there. There's just like a lot of stuff. I mean, looking at
That's
houses
your
and shit.
entertainment. People can't watch that on Netflix, Josh.
Right?
Like
I'm
we're
just
trying
saying,
to.
right?
Well,
That's
it's
what
kind
I
of
gotta
his
do. That's-
escape, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I
get
usually
some
listen
coffee,
to,
take
like,
a road
podcast
trip.
or something, or find a new
Yeah.
album to listen to.
Yep.
Windows rolled down, right?
Georgia.
Just like kind of just take in the scenery. Like there's nobody really talking to me. There's no reason to entertain others. It's just me doing whatever it is I do. You know, like that's
is-
what.
So how long do you do this for?
So usually till I'm done with my coffee. So probably like sometimes it gets up to about an hour. So
Yeah.
I just drive around.
An
for
hour,
right?
just
I got
cruising?
a fucking Chevy Malibu.
I
that
can
damn
attest
thing,
to that.
Right, that thing takes gas like no
You
other.
can, that's what he does. You can
Yeah.
attest to it, or you can attest to the Malibu.
Well, one time.
Well, both.
Well, one time I like pulled into a neighborhood and I like called her. I was like, "Hey, like, we got." It was like pointed to these like mansions back there. I had no idea where I was at because I tried to get lost. I was like, "Jess, I just like saw these mansions, so you gotta come down here
And pick me up because the cops pulled me over because I wasn't supposed to be back here.
I was like, right now, because this is like a private neighborhood.
What did
but,
they
like,
say
it's so
to
new,
you?
they don't even have the gates up. You see the
Oh,
the
I was
gate?
kidding. That was believable, though, right?
Yeah. This guy gets pulled over all the time.
I know.
I get so upset too, but I mean, like, I'm nice, you know. I mean, I just keep it young.
Well, that's every
cool
time
with
you
that.
tell me you get pulled over, I'm like, for what?
He does, like,
And
wow.
you're like, I keep
I know
telling
I'm
you,
for
Ron, and I'm like, but I want to know from them. I want to hear from them.
Well, I mean, like mostly like towards Claremont County. It's like Trump country. They have like signs everywhere up there. Still.
I don't give a fuck whose country it is, bro.
But
You
yeah,
just
it's
be
like,
pulling people over.
I know, right? I mean, they ask questions, I answer the questions, and then they usually let me go. You know?
Yeah, me too.
Right? That's
Me
yeah,
too.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, as of right now, it's just happens.
But you did not get pulled over looking at the mansions.
No,
Just
the
to
mansions, they're
clarify.
good people. They weren't home. You know, so
I checked. I went inside.
People own
That's
them,
why they
but
go.
don't live there.
if you got money for a
That's how
mansion,
big these houses
you're
are.
not gonna be.
Jay's
home.
back
No.
on his serial killer shit already. Y'all missed it, but like Jay's already trying to murder people
That's
again.
not what I was.
He's like,
He's already trying to steer the conversation like back to killing everyone.
That was a breaking and entering joke, not a serial killer joke.
I
Well,
wonder how much money they have for dungeons. Like, they have dungeons must be crazy in a mansion.
Executive dungeons,
Right.
like escape room, like saves and
executive
banks.
dungeons.
Oh yeah, like where they.
Safes and banks, man. That's what they
Hey,
got.
if anybody knows what an executive dungeon looks like, it's you, bud.
Right, I feel like inside
I'm thinking
those
like the
dungeons, though-
rolling door of a bank.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then like plush accommodations.
This motherfucker
No, no, no.
knows exactly
But I
what an
think
executive dungeon.
Once you're to that point, like where you
He's
like,
already
have that kind of
imagined
dungeon,
it several times.
like you have a spot where they think they got loose,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
they get to the next room and then it clamps up on them. Like, you know,
It's a
mind
and it's a
trick,
smaller
like,
space.
Like,
They go
mine-
through a trap door and it's smaller, and you're like, ah, fuck. I like the bigger room.
right? Yeah. You left the bigger room. You don't get the bigger room no more. Right?
It only gets smaller. Stop trying to leave.
Exactly, exactly. Soon you're gonna be sitting on like a little kid's chair in a tiny
Swiping
closet.
left.
On this topic,
Swiping left.
on this right now,
Oh,
how's
I've
that
shut down
No,
all
on his
that
online,
shit.
on his online
Left
dating
is bad.
profile.
Oh,
so I think
I've been
I think
off
she just
online
swiped
dating
left
for like
on
a year now.
Is
dungeons.
it swipe left or right? I don't know. I've never.
So apparently left is bad. You fucking
Okay,
right-handed
I did it
people.
right, I did it
fuck
right.
off.
Well, left is bad and
Left is
Tinder.
good.
And Tinder left is bad.
In general, tried to kill us years ago.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
What are you
Is he going
talking
on
about?
a thing about left-handed people right
What's
now?
your entertainment outlet, Ron?
Well, you didn't say yours yet.
I thought she
I don't
did
think
already.
I have one.
You're not entertained. Spider-Man,
Are
Miles
you
Morales.
not?
Miles Morales hasn't been fucking entertaining you
Yeah, just sitting perched up on buildings.
Video games are a problem for me.
in a good way.
No.
Take up a lot of time.
You play them?
I'll play it till I beat it.
Yeah.
That's just what I want to keep doing. I just want to keep playing it until I get to the end and I beat it.
That's
Do
nice.
you get to a
And I
point?
stopped playing video games for a long time because I would literally play video games all fucking day.
Yeah.
Did you get to the
So
point
I
where it would be?
skipped so many systems, and then I didn't know how to fucking play video games anymore. I was like, okay, cool.
That
I
happens.
weaned it out of my system
Yeah.
because basically my video games skills expired in 2001.
Hey man, you gonna be smacking
Now,
on the
though,
phone?
Now, that PS5 that we bought, now I'm kind of obsessed.
It looks
And
good.
Spider-Man's a dope game.
It is.
I wouldn't say that would be my entertainment outlet though.
What?
It was for like 2 days until I beat it, and then as soon as Resident Evil comes out, I'll play that.
Oh, that would
Because
be
I
dope.
do fucking love Resident Evil.
That trailer.
So what's your entertainment outlet if it's not that?
My entertainment outlet lately, for a minute there, I was making candles with my friends. That was cool.
Nice.
But what I want my entertainment outlet to be is cutting glass.
Oh.
So Josh got me a glass cutter for my birthday, and I want to take all of my old wine bottles because I am trying to understand my abusive relationship with alcohol because I need to just control that a little bit. But I want to take all of my.
Hell yes.
I know.
Yeah. Likewise.
Jason, give me
Yeah.
a beer.
Can't
I
relate.
mean, I was getting like some severe anxiety with that. Yeah. Beerus.
Yeah, we all need a beer.
But I
after
want to
that.
take all of my wine glasses that I've been saving over the years and turn them into candles. So it's like
You're burning it. It's
You're
like
burning
it's like a really, really symbolic.
exactly
Where were you
That's
making
pretty
your
cool.
candles?
Yeah.
Is it at home or did you go to
at
like?
home.
Okay. Did you ever go to
I've
one of those
never-
candle places? Like
Yeah,
that?
I've been to the Candle Lab. It's expensive as fuck, and
It's
you can
okay.
literally buy a shit ton of wax for like
Yeah.
$10.
It wasn't as awesome as I thought it was gonna
Nah.
be. It wasn't even like I took a date there and I'm like, this is. I didn't like her when I first met her, but
You're trying to get rid of her with a like glam candle.
it
thing?
happens. But like,
You named your candle.
but I was
fucking
like,
hate
we'll
this
have fun
bitch.
here. This will be. I thought it would be like color me mine, like when you make like plates and all this stuff like that, like
Yeah, I've
painting.
never been to that pussy shit.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I guess I was brought up that way, you know. I had a
I didn't see
crafting
that.
family.
As
had
a
crafting
pussy?
family.
I didn't see that.
But I
brought
thought,
up in the
Back,
ways of the
it's on
pussy.
the back.
Oh
but
yeah.
I thought it
Yeah,
would
you gotta
be.
turn it over.
I thought it'd be more interactive. Like you'd have more input. Really, it was just like
Yeah.
you smelled something and it's like,
And
oh.
they make it for you.
Jay's
Yeah.
pussy
They
ass
make it
family.
really
And it
good.
was
Things
there was
they do.
nothing to do. You just like
And it's like $30.
yeah, you pick some scents in a fucking glass and pour them together and like, is this what you like? All right, come back in 60 minutes or some
It's
shit.
trash.
Why?
you know?
So they make your candle?
They don't
So
need
yeah.
to do shit. They just pour it together and let it cool, and then
Yeah.
you got a candle.
Well, what was, yeah. Okay. Sounds like sounds like a bad time.
Yeah, it was a bad time.
You can buy candles like pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, they're more expensive than other household items, but
I will say, I
15
think
bucks,
like,
you get a good candle.
I heard
I think
Yankees
the
make a good
past
candle.
4 or 5 months though have been really dedicated to fantasy football though.
You have.
I mean that was my entertainment. I have like when we're in our league and we're playing fantasy, I don't really like. I think I'm coming out of a fog still.
Yes.
From
Yeah.
last season.
Well, I'm already thinking about
because-
next season.
Period.
But how?
But I need it like Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays.
Yes.
Tuesdays you got to figure out who you're picking up on the waiver.
Agreed.
Then Wednesday is waiver.
Yeah.
Then Thursday is football.
But how did it feel this year? And do you think it's performance based? How you felt?
It felt fucking great till I lost the Super Bowl.
Well, my experience
Fucking
was
great.
not great. You were winning, I was not winning, and I was like, this is introducing more stress to my life than I thought it was gonna be.
The amount of anger and stress that I put on myself after this year of fantasy football, like, it was bad. It was bad. Like, I will openly admit it.
For
Like,
anybody
it
ever
was too
thinking
much.
about anything, this fantasy season was great for me.
just
I really found myself mid-season, really. You know what I mean? That's where I really, really started coming on.
All right, guys. Nobody cares about your fantasy football.
Period.
That's true.
That I'm also in.
Facts.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Let's get back on
not,
topic.
it's not
Hey,
necessarily like
Let's just cut that out.
your individual
times.
team, but like we built it up for so long because it was like, all right, shit's not happening, basketball's not happening, football better fucking happen. We better fucking have fantasy.
That's true, too.
And then we had
Well,
fantasy.
I think the
and then
world would have.
immediately it seemed nastier than I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna be. You know, like,
think the
we
nation-
all kind of like unleashed a bit of the world on
Yes.
each other.
The
But-
nation needed
we
football
do
as a
that.
release. It was a
100%.
release valve, and if we didn't have it, we probably never would have made it to the election.
It's our Coliseum.
I mean, straight up, right?
Football
I mean,
players
that's
are
that's my big
gladiators.
thing right there. Where like, you mean this past summer, you looked on ESPN and there were no sports. They were playing reruns of things. You know what I mean? There were no sports happening last summer, and that that was crazy. To
We
where
watched
they had
past
these people,
Super Bowls to be entertained.
right?
know.
Like they like started dropping them on
Pretended
YouTube.
it
Did
was the
you?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was a great time.
I love
It
how
was pretty
like
fun.
You ever seen the Philly special twice?
It's fucking just as good as the first time.
it's called
And it's
YouTube.
fucking
I don't have to
awesome.
watch the whole game. I'll just
Oh, but the
YouTube it.
build up. It's
Oh
great.
man, it's all about the build up.
Plus, I see the Browns do the Philly special sometimes, so I get all my Philly fill.
Yeah, Baker
From the
did it the
Browns.
first
Phil,
game
yeah.
he came
Phil.
into.
For everybody out there, okay, these guys are Browns fans. I mean, right? So just
We
so
had
you
a
know.
good year.
Yeah.
He said that like he still
Oh,
can't
so
believe
much
it.
confidence.
Yeah,
No.
he said it like
So
he still
much
can't-
confidence.
We had a good
I
year.
said it as a
I'm from
person that's
Burgundy.
confused by the like Bengals hate coming our way from some other people.
I mean, this is that.
I mean,
It's
exactly.
gonna be.
We're,
It's gonna
we're
be.
in the AFC North, so there are going to be some Bengals in Cincinnati.
No, I understand, but it's like
I
there's
still
going to be
think the
something.
Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
That's
so you
great.
Really can't
That could happen.
convince me
It
but
could
otherwise.
happen.
it's just
This year?
it's funny
This year.
some of the random
Well, there's
like
still-
there's still
Bengals
people that
shit.
think
We're
the judges and the generals are going to come out and make Donald Trump the president again. So
The Generals,
Oh, yes, dude.
the generals, they're coming out tomorrow. I literally looked at dude.
all of them.
Tomorrow's the inauguration day, sir. Like,
but I mean that.
but
right
yeah,
there,
but that's when they're coming.
that right there is crazy though.
the 11th hour.
If you put it this way, right? Like this is the way I see it, right? To a lot of these people, right?
Yeah.
The president told them to do something, right? And with that, let's just say, right, if you thought your president was right, let's say, you know what I mean, like, you know, if it happened this past president, or Barack Obama told you guys, right, after you've been following this whole time, hey, this is what I need you guys to go do, right? You're like, oh, all right, thank
No.
you, right?
No.
And he would never,
No.
ever do that. Of course, you would not get violent, but I would protest or something. If I thought for a fact that somebody stole
No.
a goddamn vote for him, I would straight up, like, if I thought in my head, right, you got to look where these people are thinking from. Their president, you know, he brainwashed them into thinking that democracy was not real.
We got to
right?
understand most of these people. Some of them are very nefarious, but most of these people are just like in a bad spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like as people within
Yes.
their own lives, and so maybe they don't have a job, they're latching onto something, and you're not just seeing it, you're seeing it across the spectrum, across the political spectrum, people behaving in ways that just on a regular basis in
Oh,
ways
and-
that you just wouldn't expect it before.
In all
It's
age
just-
groups, where you have, you know what I mean? You have a fucking 18-year-old dumbass, but right next to him's a 62 fucking year old war vet down there doing the same fucking shit. I'm like, what are you doing here, sir? Right? You know what I mean? Like when they arrest those people, I hear like 20% of the people down there doing that riot shit were fucking military based, right? The
Really?
lady who got shot in the fucking neck, she was a fucking Navy
Yeah,
captain or some shit, you know? Right? Lieutenant or something. I
didn't
don't know,
even
right? I
know
don't know the
that.
rankings. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to where that right there it brought everything so weird, to where you just had everybody from all kinds of ages, all kinds of different backgrounds, and they all believed that, you know what I mean, they got lied to, right?
They got lied to, and they just.
They got lied to for
su-
their own person.
It sucks that people feel so desperate these days to
Yeah.
want to believe a lie like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, really, once you put it, I mean, like once again with the whole platform thing, where they can't really talk on certain platforms about it because you know what I mean. A lot of people, the majority is going to tell them they're stupid,
That's-
right? So then
well-
they kind of find their own little group.
People telling them they're stupid is okay, for sure.
For sure.
I think banning opinions from these large platforms in mass is like not okay.
It's not okay, right? You know what I mean?
Because all you're doing is further creating a divide, further
Yes.
alienating these people. They're going to become more extreme. You're
Yes.
going to become more extreme.
I think it depends on how it's framed, though. Like, what are you saying, and what is its result? Because these
But
are
who determines that, Jay?
these are businesses, that plain and simple, and these are not civil rights.
Well, what about?
issues.
So this is
I
actually
heard-
something
I heard
I put
about
on here.
that.
This is actually something I put
Yeah.
on here. Does freedom of speech extend to internet service providers? Because
Well,
now it's not just like Facebook.
you
and stuff.
mean
it's like I'm talking Comcast, I'm talking Spectrum, I'm talking these like
Yeah.
the utility.
Yeah.
They're blocking certain sites now, and I don't even know what they
Or
are. I'm
making
not
them-
on these sites. You
or
know what I
making
mean?
them hard
But
to find,
it's
yeah.
not sites that I'm
Yeah.
familiar with. It's
Yeah.
not.
There's not a
communities I'm
freedom
familiar
of
with.
speech aspect there.
Yeah.
So, like, if you
There's not.
no
For an internet service provider.
no because
So
it's
freedom of speech does not extend to the internet.
No,
No,
it
because they're
protects you
private
from the
companies.
government.
They're
It
private
doesn't.
companies.
Yes.
Yeah, so Twitter's a
you're,
private
You're
company.
accessing their
Instagram's
platform.
a private company.
Sure, but that's not what I'm talking about.
It's owned by Google, another private company. So when you go on Google,
Agreed.
the first thing that's going to pop up when you look for a video is going to take you straight to YouTube.
But what about internet service providers, which there are usually
It's a
only
monopoly.
one or two? Yes. So is that a private company at this point, or is
Yeah.
that a utility like water,
Well, it's almost the same thing.
or should
would
it be
happen-
made into an official
So,
utility?
wait,
because
wait.
No.
What are these companies doing? Because like
they're
the-
blocking certain
Like-
websites and certain
like Amazon, but Amazon has web
Amazon's
hosting,
not a well. There's that,
and
but
they kicked off
Yeah.
Parler and shit like that.
yeah.
Because you weren't allowed to use their servers anymore.
This was actually, I think it was conservative going the other direction that actually ended up doing it. But there was this town, I don't even fucking remember where it was. But since all this shit has started, there was like a small town out in the middle of America, and they're right wingers, you know what I mean? So they were mad about all this other stuff happening. So the internet service provider stopped hosting like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that because they believe they interfere with the election. So what I'm talking about is like, I'm not talking about Google, I'm not talking about Amazon, I'm not talking about these things where there's other options and capitalism works. You know what I
So
mean?
you're saying that they had
or the
no
free
internet.
market works. I'm
So
talking about like
They had no internet?
they didn't have Facebook or Instagram. Their internet service provider blocked Facebook and Instagram. So
See-
anybody in that town that
So that's
probably
government.
all
That's government.
it's
Well,
monopoly as a private company, but
the-
our internet service providers
I mean, they're blocking
They're blocking there. I mean,
so many different experiences, opinions, perspectives.
right
yeah. I mean, like
you're,
Google.
you're controlling
Yeah.
the narrative.
the narrative and the discourse that people are being exposed to. And like, I think something that was really interesting to me was that graphic that they showed of the country of, it was like big purple blobs in the cities of people like in states like North Carolina or New York or even in Ohio, right? Let's take Ohio, for example, of people who voted for Biden in the state and people who voted for Trump. And it's really interesting that people who voted Biden are in big cities because you are
Yes, that's
exposed
true.
to difference
Yeah.
all the time. And
Yeah.
like when you live in rural areas that, you know, you're isolated from so many different
Echo chambers.
types
It's your echo
of
chamber.
people
Yeah.
and thoughts and subcultures. That's all you know.
I also
And
think
if that's all you
Yeah.
know, that's
Yeah.
problematic.
Well, there's
and
that-
you think that is the only way.
I think they also like identify with the Republican Party as favoring a more rural lifestyle than the Democrats would be.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a farmer and I
Which is
either, you know,
asinine.
Well,
Well,
a lot
I
of
get
them,
it,
a
but,
lot
like-
of them just favor conservative principles that have nothing to do with identity too, which is
Correct.
small government and
states' rights
low
and
taxes.
all that.
Yeah, more
Yeah, I get it.
federalist, meaning the states make the decisions instead. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different reasons that people go in the directions they go.
Fact. I mean, yeah, I think it's more, like to where you get a whole bunch of like-minded people, and pretty much it's almost like the echo chamber effect, where you say something and like that guy next to you is like, I agree, and then it's almost like that to where if you're like kind of more in the more city effect, you know what I mean, there's gonna be a whole bunch of different kinds, so you're not gonna find that same echo chamber type deal. So you know what I mean, you're gonna have a lot of different opinions at the bar if you're there than at some other bar. It's in some kind of rural one town. One way in, one way out. We all stick together. We all help each other out. We're still great people, right? But they're just getting one side, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? As long as you're not getting to the point to where you have to feel like you have to be violent, right? I think that's like the biggest part with America, to where we have all kinds of different stuff. We are the most beautiful country because of all the different people we have in it. But as long as we all start, we're kind of respecting each other's, kind of way. As long as someone's getting violent, let the guy say let the man speak his mind. If he feels like this, and this is happening, don't fucking make the dude try to feel like a dumbass. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you can make him feel like a dumbass, but
you can.
let him
right?
say the dumb
Yeah.
shit.
But right? Yeah. But
I
I'm
will
just saying
say-
that it's his right to say whatever it is he feels like it is. Don't kick him off of whatever it is he's talking about, as long as it's not inciting violence. Let the guy say what he wants to say, right? I mean, I think that right there is big as well.
Sometimes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the issue with the internet service providers is more a lack of competition than it is anything else.
Well, yeah, but that's what makes them more like a utility.
Like
than-
clickbait?
No, it makes them more of a monopoly because they've agreed that like they'll only
Right.
offer certain things in certain areas and they don't overlap.
They are a monopoly.
So like for us to have like Time Warner and Cincinnati Bell is kind of more than what other people have. Some people might only have one option.
only
Fuck
one.
Cincinnati
Well,
Bell.
and two
But
options
at least
are like
Cincinnati
the max.
Bell is not Time Warner. I mean, they both kind of
Fuck
suck.
Time Warner.
Well, okay,
Shit.
but like, why do we have Comcast and Time
Fuck
Warner? saying,
Comcast!
Like, saying like, yeah, but they're saying like it won't be a monopoly, but we're only going to offer our service here and their service here.
Well, and
our
that's
service
the
there.
thing. And in any city you go to, there's usually only two max service providers.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a third one.
I think they buy-
and that's what I'm saying.
they
Like
buy
at this
property.
point, when something
But
becomes a
Comcast and Time
monopoly,
Warner are billion-dollar companies. They're enormous.
right? So
And
when
they've
something
influenced it to
becomes
be this
when
way.
something becomes
It should not be
electricity's
that
going
way.
through,
You should be
right?
able to compete, you know.
But
So
it's
you're saying
and
like
now-
here's the problem.
Everywhere. So like Comcast all over America, right? Time Warner all over America. Like everybody all over America. They just pick what it is you want to do.
if they're in a sort of
Okay,
agreement
you're right,
where they're
you're right.
going to like share space, they should at least be able to cannibalize each other. But
Well, here's the here's the thing, all right, and I'll say this as somebody that used to work for Comcast and be out there. There are physical limitations to capitalizing or capitalism thriving in that market.
infrastructure.
There's it's gridded like utilities. It's necessary to compete in today's world like electricity. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
So these huge companies, like honestly, they need to become like internet service providing needs to become a utility. It just does.
So should it be controlled by the government?
Yeah, but they shouldn't be shutting down. I mean, that would extend free speech to it, is what I'm saying as
Well,
well.
that-
And,
It
so,
would.
and solve that issue.
In that case,
and,
it would.
Yeah, it would extend to the government the way that
But I mean,
if we're gonna have a
even with
monopoly on it, the government might as well have a fucking monopoly on
But
it.
also, right now, with all this stuff we're feeling as humans, we're not used to having this much sensation, right, in our
No.
brains, right?
We're going
we
to-
used to be
yeah.
pretty much you turn on your TV, you had what? On Fox News, you had the other one, and maybe three different ones, right? And that's how you got your news.
Wait,
now,
are we
pretty
going
much-
back to? Are we going back to turning knobs, or
pretty
how far
mu-
back are we
well,
going?
my thing is, right now, a fucking 5-year-old can pull up a goddamn iPhone and he knows what's going on in the Middle East, right?
Maybe.
He
I don't know if their comprehension's that good.
I don't
but
think
They could access the article.
I'm also
sure.
not a 5-year-old.
Or a
Right.
video.
Yeah.
But I'm
The
saying,
video
like,
would be
right?
worse.
Or internet porn.
Or porn, you know?
Pictures of Jay
no matter
Stunting.
what you
Octopus
start doing,
porn,
I mean,
fantastic.
if you're like me, you start out trying to do a thing. You're doing it on the internet. You're doing your thing, right? Boom, boom, boom. By the end of it, you're going to be on internet porn. Okay, that's just how it's going to. You're just going. I did not know how.
Then
I got
all of a
here.
sudden you
I
got
got
a
here. I
unicorn
was trying to do a
hoof
thing. right?
fisting and all this other
They were
nonsense.
trying to find out who won the
I
goddamn
don't know what
Conor
these guys are watching.
McGregor fight, and then
Not
by
what
the
I'm
end of
watching.
it, right? Last night I was trying to look up clips on YouTube, find out what happened with Conor, and then by the end of it, I was on internet porn. I don't know how I got there. I'm gonna tell you, there's like.
Were you looking at porn of Irish guys getting knocked out?
No, they've just the cookies
Now he
have
knows.
targeted
He
his
knows
account,
what Josh is looking at.
and the cookies were like, I think he likes boobs every now and again. So we're just gonna like throw some weird shit. I'm gonna say-
solicited
I'm gonna
titties.
solicited titties.
Right?
They're like,
Through cookies.
they're like,
Here's the cookies.
would you like to see these titties? I guess I'm in a titty mood now.
Right, I
You
guess
know,
right. I just got done. I just got to see some dudes fight them all rocked up. You know, time to see some titties. You know?
Back dick,
testosterone
you know?
is going. All right.
I'm gonna find it all. It's gonna be front dick before the end of the night.
I think that's a smooth transition into the treat of the week.
Treat of the week.
I
Brought
mean,
to you
it
by
sounds like
Back dick.
Josh had a treat of the week.
Hey, it is a treat.
I did
Treat.
it.
Honestly, it's my treat of the hour, but still,
Hey man, that's a good
You
time.
know,
man.
What's your treat of the
He
week?
tried it for himself. It wasn't for him.
which one?
I don't know
Where?
what you're talking
Yeah, I mean,
What
you're
direction?
explaining the treat.
I thought
Josh
you
is
were-
all
As-
about. I know, right? I thought you were gonna do your thing.
Explain.
Josh
I
is-
was
Oh,
gonna
he
give you a
was
chance.
looking up Conor McGregor fight and he wound up on
Oh, yeah.
porn and then
You know,
treated
Had a
himself.
treat.
well, you know that
Well,
you
shit,
can-
I got a lot of treats
multiple
every week, I
treats
gotta tell you.
a day. You know,
Yeah.
it's
We have
like,
a
you
lot of treats
know,
every week, but it's not the treat of the week,
Yeah,
right?
a
You have a lot of
treats.
snacks, but the treat of the week.
Is that
Me
post
jerking
of
off
the
and
week?
watching Conor McGregor get knocked the fuck out.
I don't even know. Is that what
Did
happened?
they ever come together? Were you like, Connor? Why is Connor in my head right now? Yeah.
And it got seemed like, ah.
Did he get knocked out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't look at
He got knocked the
He
fuck
did,
out.
in
It was
like the
funny.
second round.
It was
That
funny.
motherfucker deserves it.
He,
Fuck him.
he's kind of an asshole. I don't think he
Fuck
should have threw
Comcast.
the dolly.
Fuck Conor McGregor.
And anything else that starts with a C.
Eh,
Fuck all you C's.
That hard
Can
confidence
you
now.
pass that tray?
Watch a movie.
But that's part of it, the risk taking. I'm a risk taker. You know me, and there's it says it on my arm. I need that risk. You know? I need that there. Right here, right now, we might get caught. You know what I mean?
Dude, I tried
Anything can happen. That's how she got me.
I was dating a girl one time when we were down in the basement.
I don't think it is, but I know exactly how I got you.
Oh shit! Damn.
It was that back.
Don't pause it. Don't pause it.
It was playing with that back dick.
That was before my back dick days. Like, they've been coming on recently.
Should we sign this shit off?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
We've been rambling a lot. Aaron's here. Didn't really make it on the mic. The Wendy's bit might make it, you know. Who knows?
It's all good.
But yeah, first Rejects podcast in the books.
And the
I would
books.
say.
Fucking Mike next time.
I'm gonna, yeah, he's gonna get a
We're gonna give him
mic. He's
mic
gonna get a
next time,
longer.
right?
He's gonna come earlier.
Little dirty
so-
ass, right?
Yep.
Asses and seats.
Bro, I went on a bender.
He was 8 people deep for the shower and he just couldn't get in there.
I went on
so.
a bender. I was up till 5. Me and him were getting equipment at 10. You know what I'm saying? I slept somewhere else in Covington, bro. Woke
I was
up
up-
at 9.
I was up past 3:30 last night. You know?
I
Went
didn't
to
see
bed
a
at
hobo.
11, woke up, did upper body, had a great breakfast.
She's killing
There
it.
was a text
Hydrated.
message that came through at 9 a.m. and I was like, oh shit, when are they coming
I'm
over?
on a path to
So
health.
then I had to like set things up.
All right.
All
So
right,
back
everybody-
on track of signing this
Oh,
out.
we're
Yeah.
are we signing off?
Sign
Is
off.
that what we're
Let
doing?
everybody know your names, right? I don't think we did that. In
We
the
will.
introduction.
Yeah. Let's. We never.
I'm
other
cool with
than
people
Alex.
not knowing who I am.
I gotta turn Jay's mic down.
God damn it, Jason.
Fuck off.
His name's not Jason.
Coming in hot every time.
I've got 2 access points to my basement. I can drag you through either one of them.
All right, so we'll have this up on YouTube and iTunes and Spotify, or Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So sub to that shit.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put the obligatory.
Yeah. We'll be throwing up. Eventually, our Instagram
We'll be throwing
page
up.
is coming.
I'm
we'll
not running
put,
the Instagram.
Jess in front of it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we got Jesse D over here.
Pass the mic to me.
No, we're passing you the Instagram page. You're gonna be
Oh, Jess is running it.
We have an Instagram.
Classic.
We're on Instagram now.
I haven't
And
fucking
Facebook.
posted on Instagram in a year.
Twitter.
The moment she,
I don't
the
think that's
moment
a
we're
good
all
idea.
talking- the moment we were all talking in the other room and out of nowhere, we got a Google Doc. So I was like, all right, well, this is
Yeah.
good for
And well, now this is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
Pretty
we're
quick turnaround, to be
recording.
honest.
Yeah, I mean,
You
we're
know,
doing
as far
good.
as
So you
things
know,
happen.
you see this quick turnaround. Imagine what else could happen. Sorry, I've completely muted you, which was an accident.
But that's
So-
what you should have did in the
Was
first
it?
place.
Was it an accident?
Sounds
Yeah,
like
well,
a privileged white male thing to do.
It is, but I mean, did she have it coming?
She did.
For next week.
Tune in next week.
You just hear my lips moving, nothing's happening.
No, we put bad. Whatever you talk is like bad lip reads. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Who took my potato? Did somebody take my potato? I love bad lip reading.
Shout out bad lip reading.
Right.
Doesn't need it, but
right.
yeah. So we'll make this a weekly thing.
Yeah.
It's good to go.
Yeah, if I make another shout out, the person who, my number one, right, who made me start doing this is Jamie Ryan. Check her out. She's on Spotify right now. And the
What's
name
the name
of
of
her
their
podcast
podcast?
is Why Are We Like This? They're awesome. They're amazing. These ladies rock, right? They inspired me, so do your shit and watch them up. It's good.
Yeah. And
Nice.
maybe next week we will finally get to the bottom of back dig, fact or myth.
Or the back of it.
Thomas Nails.
All right, it's over.
He's pretty. He's very pretty.
Get out of here.
Thomas Nails.
This guy calls me pretty in front of everybody. God damn it. I'm doing my thing at work. I'm sitting here being Thomas Nails. All right, I know I'm Thomas Nails. And then this guy, all right. We're gonna edit out all this stuff about me sweating because I'm not sweating anymore. All right. No, you're not. I get sweaty when I'm in front of cameras first. Man. This is my first. I know because I got nervous. Right. I was like, where I'm hanging out my dudes right now. Look, the goddamn camera on me. Goddamn camera on my face. How about that, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Well, I can sit here, bring my wife over here, doing my thing with God's goddamn wife on the other side of me, looking at me, talking about my goddamn sweat. Man, fuck this shit. I'm a Christian Bale this. We're done. Fuck this. We're done.